Drew Barrymore opens up about divorce with Will Kopelman and co-parenting. A candid reflection on personal growth and family dynamics. Drew Barrymore, a name synonymous with resilience and relatability in Hollywood, has always been open about her personal life, but her divorce from Will Kopelman in 2016 marked a particularly painful chapter in her life. After 4 years of marriage, Drew found herself navigating the emotional fallout of a split that shook her world. 4 years, the actress, producer, and talk show host remained relatively quiet about the details of her divorce. However, as she nears her 50th birthday, Drew is finally opening up, reflecting on what it took to move through the pain and how that journey shaped her into a stronger and more present mother. In an intimate cover story for AARP, the magazine's February/March 2025 issue, Drew shares her thoughts on her marriage, her divorce, and how the experience ultimately changed the course of her life in ways she never expected. With 2 children, 12-year-old Olive and 10-year-old Frankie, Drew's story is one of personal transformation, resilience, and the importance of finding strength for the sake of her family. The breaking point, a family in crisis. For Drew, the moment when her dream family began to crumble was a wake-up call that tested her strength and emotional capacity in ways she had never faced before. The actress, who has always been transparent about her struggles with addiction and mental health in the past, admitted that this particular chapter of her life was one of her toughest battles. The collapse of her marriage to Will marked the end of a dream she had fought so hard to build, and the emotional toll was profound. In her cover interview with AARP, the magazine, Drew reflects on the early days following the divorce, admitting that she felt a deep sense of loss. "When I thought of my life, I never saw myself as a single mom," she shared, her voice filled with a mix of sadness and acceptance. "The idea of being a mother, a divorced mother, it felt like such a big shift from what I had imagined for myself." She went on to describe how difficult it was to process the emotional weight of her situation, recalling how she struggled to find the strength to take each day as it came. It wasn't just the sadness that she had to contend with, but the overwhelming sense of failure and fear of the unknown. As someone who had dealt with intense personal pain at a young age, Drew thought she understood how to manage emotional turmoil. But the end of her marriage and the complexity of co-parenting 2 young children left her uncertain about how to move forward. "I had always been someone who was independent and strong, but this felt different," Drew admitted. "I didn't know how to process it all. I couldn't just get over it. The sadness, the pain, it felt like it was heavier than anything I had ever experienced." Despite these struggles, Drew remained focused on what mattered most, her 2 daughters. Her deep love for them served as both a source of motivation and a guiding light during her darkest days. "I had 2 kids and I had to figure it out," Drew reflected. "That's when I realized that the pain wasn't just mine to carry. It was theirs too, and I had to be strong for them, finding strength and moving forward." While the first months after her divorce were filled with uncertainty and emotional chaos, Drew began to rebuild her life by focusing on her children and her career. "Eventually, I lifted myself out of it," she shared, reflecting on how time and self-care helped her move through the grief. Drew emphasized that while it wasn't an easy journey, her dedication to her daughters and her personal growth allowed her to heal. In the years following her divorce, Drew made it a priority to prioritize her own well-being, focusing on therapy, time with family, and learning how to navigate the complexities of co-parenting. The process wasn't without its challenges, but over time, Drew found herself growing more comfortable in her new role as a single mother. In her own words, she had to redefine what happiness looked like, and it was through that process of rediscovery that she found the strength to thrive again. "I learned that I couldn't force happiness or peace to happen. It came when I allowed myself to be vulnerable and open to what life had for me," Drew explained. "I realized that the idea of a perfect family doesn't exist. But what does exist is the ability to create your own version of happiness, even when things don't go as planned." Maintaining a healthy co-parenting relationship with Will Kopelman. One of the most remarkable aspects of Drew's post-divorce life has been her ability to maintain a respectful and amicable co-parenting relationship with her ex-husband, Will Kopelman. While many celebrity divorces are marked by public battles and tension, Drew and Will have managed to build a relationship based on mutual respect for each other as parents. Will, who remarried in August 2021 to fashion executive Alexandra Mickler, has remained a key figure in Drew's life, particularly when it comes to raising their children. In interviews, Drew has spoken about the importance of maintaining a unified front for the sake of Olive and Frankie, and how both she and Will are committed to co-parenting in a way that is healthy and supportive. "We've got an awesome family dynamic that proves that life goes on," Drew said in a conversation with People in 2022. "Will and I have always been committed to being there for our kids, and that hasn't changed. I love us all being together, and I think that's the most important thing, for the kids to feel like they have both of us in their lives. Despite their differences, Drew and Will have demonstrated that divorce doesn't have to mean the end of family unity. Instead, it can be the beginning of a new chapter where both parents are able to work together for the benefit of their children. Their ability to maintain a healthy co-parenting relationship is a testament to their maturity and commitment to what truly matters, their daughter's well-being. A journey of personal growth and empowerment. Drew Barrymore's divorce was not just a painful end but the beginning of a transformative journey. Through the trials and tribulations of navigating a public split, she discovered new strengths within herself and learned valuable lessons about love, family, and resilience. Today, Drew's story is one of empowerment, a story that shows how difficult circumstances can lead to unexpected growth and deeper connections with the people who matter most. As Drew reflects on the years since her divorce, she is clear about one thing: her children are her greatest accomplishment. While she will always carry the weight of her past, it is through her role as a mother that she has found the greatest sense of purpose and fulfillment. I've learned so much from the experience, but what I'm most grateful for is how it made me a better mom, she said. I'm more patient, more understanding, and I have so much more empathy. I'm proud of where I am today, and I know that the challenges I've faced have made me a better version of myself. As Drew Barrymore moves forward in her life, she continues to be a beacon of strength and authenticity for her family, her fans, and anyone going through their own struggles. Her story is a reminder that no matter how hard life gets, there is always hope for a brighter future, and that sometimes breaking down can be the first step toward building something even stronger.